Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Tuesday, May the 21st, and we have got a lot of things to go through today to get you ready for today's market. If we look at the Bloomberg app and we move over to the futures, you'll see that we're basically even. The Dow Jones now up 11 points, the S&P 500 up just 2, and the NASDAQ down about 10. But we have had a lot of news and activity over the course of the last 12 to 24 hours. So coming out of Monday's close, we're about even. But what we do see is crude is off $1.50. I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. There's really been very little to no news except what's coming out of Iran with the tragic loss of some of their senior government officials in that helicopter crash. You can see that in terms of retail, we've got Dollar General making a big move pre-market, up $3. Lulu up a $1.43, but off of a loss yesterday of almost $8. Home Depot is up almost $2, and I think that's possibly due to the reporting from Lowe's. So Lowe's came in, and Lowe's reported better than expected revenue and earnings, and it is up almost 3% pre-market. On the flip side, AutoZone also announced yesterday, and it is off in the pre-market. So if we take a look at AutoZone quickly, it came out missing estimates, and we can see that it is off $54 or almost 2%. It did start to recover a little bit closer to 8 a.m. this morning, now that it's 8:20, and it's dropped down again from that small recovery. So both of those off in terms of what's been reported today. If we take a look down at crude, we can see that most of our crude is in the red and probably will be, although depending on when we start to see crude futures turn today, if they do start to climb up to, let's say, minus $1 or even less than that, we should see a bit of a recovery. So this could be a good buying opportunity, say for Valero. If Valero opens down in the 161 range off of almost 164, that could be an interesting purchase for short-term recovery up into the 165s. I don't think we're going to see crude take a massive dive in the long term. It's pretty stable and well supported globally. So I think this is a temporary setback and could be a great buying opportunity in the oil sector. We had some news in the tech sector. At the after close yesterday, Palo Alto announced, and although they met revenue or exceeded revenue and earnings, their future forecast was only in line with really what the average of analysts were looking for. And it got hammered post-market and is still kind of hammered at this point, down almost 6% in the pre-market, but climbing back. This is a great organization. I do expect that this stock will recover over the next, call it 15 to 30 days, and definitely into their next earnings announcement 3 months out. But it is taking a bit of a hammering right now. CRM, Salesforce, announces in 8 days. This stock has been hovering in the 270 to 290 range for the last month or so. But if we go back further than that, it was down in the 260s. Prior to that, though, it was up above 300, and this stock has a great story around it. It has a ton of market share. Almost every organization is using their technology, if you're a Fortune 3000 type company, to manage and monitor sales activity within your sales force. I think it's a great buy. It's got a pending AI story that will, I think, be explosive to the growth potential around this and its revenue and earnings potential. But it is off slightly this morning. You can see that Net, one of the other ones, Cloudflare, is down slightly, but it's been recovering after its loss after earnings a few weeks ago. Microsoft is up as it was yesterday, only slightly today, up $1.71. ARM is still hovering in that 110 range. I think ARM will likely move positive and go up, I'm going to say $5 to $10 based on what we hear from NVDA, the big earnings announcement this week after market close on Wednesday. You've got AMD off slightly, again, another semiconductor, but Lam Research up $35 pre-market. So if that sticks, that's a good indicator of a positive upside to our semiconductor semiconductors today. At the same time, we have Broadcom offsetting that, down $4. So we'll see how those two play out as the market opens. And then we get down to Meta. Meta's off $1.48 in the pre-market, off $3 yesterday. I really like Meta in the 160 range, or sorry, the 460 range. I think that is a stock that's going to recover into the 520s within the next 3 months or so, especially after their next earnings announcement come in the July-August timeframe. We have NVDA up 390. It was up a little more, maybe 490 earlier this morning. So it's dropping a little, but still in the positive. So it's got its earnings announcement at the end of the day tomorrow. This is a company everyone is going to be looking at 4 o'clock or between 4 and 4:30 tomorrow afternoon when they announce. And then we roll down into financials. So financials, there was a great buying opportunity at the end of the day yesterday. During the day, it was announced that Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan is thinking about retirement. He's on a 5-year contract currently, and it is coming to the end in the next couple of years. And it sounds like he is considering maybe not renewing. That is the rumor. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But if that caused the stock to dip, it dipped on a day following or on the same day where JP Morgan announced that net interest income was going to be $2 billion more for the year than anticipated based on their forecasts due to the delay in the Federal Reserve reducing or making rate cuts and lowering interest rates. So I think there's a lot of potential there. And I grabbed a little bit of JP Morgan before close yesterday. Looks like it's up $1 pre-market. This is a stock that should be in the 200 to 210 range within the next month or so, and is one that I think is going to be a great buy and hold for the long term this year. The one risky side to the financials is if we do get a surprise rate cut in June, then I think it could certainly create a bit of a setback or a pullback in the financial sector. Another company announcing this week that has been a dog for the last couple of years is TD. I love TD as an organization. I bank there myself. I think the people are great. The organization's great, but they have just been hammered for a variety of reasons. I won't get into them on this video. I don't expect we're going to see anything spectacular coming out of TD on the 20, when do they announce? On the 23rd this week, pre-market. But fingers crossed that something does come out. What we are going to hear from on the 23rd, two other companies, Dollar Tree and Workday, two companies that I follow and I think are both set to do very well in the quarter. Dollar Tree in particular, because they're in that discount retail area that other discount retailers have done well in the quarter, as consumer dollars shift from higher end retailers to lower end retailers to get more value due to inflation and what it's doing to prices in the greater economy. So that's where we are today on May 21st. Good luck with your trades. If you're liking these videos, please leave me a like and a comment, subscribe to the channel, and tell someone else that's interested in learning about stock trading and active money management.